Jimmy Uso has already faced 2 rejections in his attempt to reunite the OG bloodline. The first rejection came during last week's SmackDown when Roman Reigns dismissed the idea of reuniting with Jey Uso. Then, on this week's Raw, Jimmy approached Jey for a reunion, which was also rejected. After these rejections, Jimmy Uso might turn to a former rival for help, as the former honorary use, Sami Zayn, could be his only remaining option. The former Intercontinental Champion has a significant history with the OG bloodline, having been an honorary member himself. However, Sami eventually betrayed the faction and teamed up with Kevin Owens, leading to their victory over the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 39. Since Jey Uso also turned his back on the faction and distanced himself from the family drama, he has formed a strong bond with Zayn on the Red brand. Recently, they even worked together as allies against the Judgment Day. This suggests that if anyone could convince Jey to reunite with Jimmy, it's likely to be Sami Zayn. The 40-year-old could attempt to reconcile the brothers, and if he succeeds, Jey might agree to reunite with Jimmy after Sami's persuasion. However, even with the YET Master potentially rejoining, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso would still need one more member to strengthen their side. Since Sami was once a part of the OG bloodline, there's a chance he might return alongside Jey to take down Solo Sikoa's faction. With each passing week, the bloodline saga continues to evolve, bringing new twists and turns to the family storyline. Jey Uso undoubtedly rejected Jimmy Uso's reunion proposal on this week's Raw. However, the YET Master might soon approach his twin brother for a reunion if Solo Sikoa's bloodline faction costs him the Intercontinental Championship on next week's Raw. For those unaware, Jey Uso is set to defend the IC title against Bron Breakker on Raw next week. Additionally, Solo Sikoa is scheduled to compete in a dark match on the same show, which strongly hints that the new bloodline will be present backstage, while Jey puts his title on the line. If Bloodline 2.0 interferes and distracts Jey during the match, causing him to lose the championship, it could prompt the former right-hand man to seek out Jimmy himself for a reunion. All eyes are now on next week's Raw, as fans eagerly wait to see if the Bloodline will interfere when Jey Uso faces Bron Breakker in this high-stakes title bout. The wrestling world is built on alliances, betrayals, and unexpected partnerships, and the WWE Universe has seen it all. Yet, no matter how many shocking moments the fans experience, the tension and drama surrounding the Uso brothers, Jimmy and Jey, always deliver something memorable. With their family ties to Roman Reigns, the bloodline, and countless championships, it's hard to keep up with every twist in their complex storyline. But one recent development has caught everyone's attention: Jey Uso's rejection of Jimmy on Raw. After months of betrayal, mistrust, and shifting allegiances, Jimmy finds himself at a crossroads, rejected by his brother and seemingly left without a home in WWE. Could the unthinkable happen? Could Jimmy, in his desperation, seek help from a former rival? Let's explore why this dramatic shift in Jimmy Uso's character may lead him to do just that. For years, the Usos were the epitome of brotherhood in WWE. Together, Jimmy and Jey dominated the tag team division with multiple title reigns, becoming synonymous with teamwork, loyalty, and unparalleled in-ring chemistry. But everything changed with the rise of Roman Reigns and the creation of the Bloodline faction. Under Reigns' leadership, the Usos took on new roles as his enforcers, and family loyalty became as much a weapon as any move they executed in the ring. However, cracks began to show in the Bloodline. Jey, always the more rebellious of the two, questioned Roman's authority, and this internal conflict began to tear the family apart. The tension finally came to a head when Jimmy turned on Jey at SummerSlam, costing him the chance to dethrone Reigns. This betrayal ignited a bitter feud between the brothers, culminating in Jey leaving SmackDown altogether and being traded to Raw. While Jimmy may have thought he was acting in his brother's best interest, the damage was done. Jey's new solo journey on Raw has seen him distance himself not just from the Bloodline, but from Jimmy as well. The rejection is emotional and personal, leaving Jimmy in a precarious position, no longer welcome in the Bloodline and estranged from his brother. This leaves Jimmy with one burning question: what next? Jimmy's character has always been driven by family. His motivations have revolved around protecting his brother, serving Roman, and ensuring the bloodline's legacy. But with the bloodline crumbling and Jey refusing to reconcile, Jimmy's sense of purpose is disappearing. This is where desperation sets in. Jimmy's need for redemption, whether in his brother's eyes or his own, will likely push him to make drastic decisions. We've seen in WWE history how desperation can turn a wrestler's world upside down. Characters who once had strong convictions can be driven to unthinkable lengths when they feel cornered or lost. This is the perfect storm for Jimmy to turn to a former rival for help, someone who, under normal circumstances, he would never associate with. It's an unexpected and shocking move, the kind of storytelling that WWE loves. But it also makes sense given Jimmy's state of mind. He's isolated, rejected, and running out of options.